Hello everyone, Mr. Kaczynski. In this video we're going to compare linear functions, graphs, and equations. This is part of section S of IXL's Algebra 1 skills. Here's the gist of it. We're going to be given an equation and a function graph, and we have to determine which of these statements are true. They're both talking about the slopes of function A and function B. So slopes. All right, the slope of function A is 4. It's that number right there. And the slope of function B, let's go right there from the y-intercept up here to this next point, and that's from -2 to 3. That's an increase of 5 as x went up 1. So m equals 5 over 1, or 5. So it's actually function B that's greater, or we could say function A is less than the slope of function B. So this is our answer here. All right, now this one's asking about y-intercept. Okay, well, y-intercept of function A is that value right there, 5. And on this one, the equation, it's plus 0. So 5 is greater than 0, so the y-intercept of A is greater than the y-intercept of B. And then they ask us about y values when x is a certain value or a given value. So this is at x equals 1. So at x equals 1, this one we get y equals 1. And for this, when x equals 1, we would just plug 1 into the equation. And 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So the y value of function A is greater than the y value of function B when x equals 1. 1 is greater than 0. And then as you get up into the challenge zone, the higher questions, you're given stuff like this where you have to figure out a couple of things. So first of all, the y-intercept of A versus B. Y-intercept of A, where it crosses the y-axis, is 5. The y-intercept of B, that value that's being added to the product of x and that other number, which is 3. So A's y-intercept is greater, which is actually this one right here, which means this can't be true. All right, and then the second set's asking about the value of the function when x is -10. So at -10 on function A, y equals 0. It's actually the x-intercept. And on this one, let's plug in -10 into this function here. So that would be, let's see, 1/5 of -10 is -2. Times 3 would be -6, and -6 plus 3 would be -3. So 0 is actually greater than -3. So it's not equal, it's greater than. 0 is greater than -3. And let's do one more for safekeeping. This one asks about the slope of the two functions and then the y-intercept of the two functions. Okay. The slope of function A is 3/2. That value that's being multiplied by x. The slope of function B, let's start here and go to this point. That's 1/2. 3/2 is greater than 1/2. So function A's slope is greater than function B. And then we're being asked about the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept down here of function B is -5. And the y-intercept of function a is given to us right there. It's -2. So -2 is actually greater than -5. So the y-intercept of function a is greater than the y-intercept of function b. So based on what you've done on earlier skills in IXL and Section S, I don't think this will be too much of a problem for you. Just slow down and make sure that you're identifying the right numbers and comparing them correctly. Good luck.